Here's Samuel on the ground. Racing for the line. That gets stood up right near the first down mark. And Wilson with a big hit. It's two strong dudes meeting right near the first down. You see the mark. I think he's a little bit short. It looks like that'll be the case. And 49ers get it to the line quickly here. He's going to give it to McCaffrey. That's the first down. Going to let the Cowboys get set. Overall, Dallas, the fifth best scoring defense in the league. And you're talking about a team that gets turnovers. You get the most takeaways in the NFL the last 2 years.
Yeah, the ability to take the ball away and the ability to rush the passer. You see Lawrence there getting looked at on the sidelines.
He okay?
Couldn't really tell what happened, but when you can rush the passer and you can take the ball away, KB, that puts a lot of pressure on an offense to stay out of passing downs, right? You're seeing early in this game, San Francisco running the ball, trying to maintain staying ahead of the chains for that play-action passing game.
Purdy on the fake fires. And it's a perfect throw to Kittle down the seam. And a first down, San Francisco.
Well, right on cue. This is what they're trying to set up on these early first downs. You'll see Kittle working on the back, a little nod 9. He's going to lean Bland out and just run a little skinny post. Ball comes out on time, accurate. Those are the chunk plays, Katie, that they are able to generate because of how dynamic and versatile all of their players are in their formations.
Gain of 31 to Kittle. This time it's straight handed to McCaffrey. Not much there. Think about Brock Purdy. This is what he has done to the 49ers offense. Look, they were obviously very, very good. Trey Lance started the year, got hurt. Jimmy Garoppolo, familiar, took over. Since Purdy, they're averaging 35 a game, and they've got over 400 yards a game. I mean, just hanging on and not turning it over. He's made their offense better.
Yeah, there's so much of his damage. You saw it there with the throw to Kittle. Inside the hashes, inside the numbers. The middle of the field is where Dallas has to find a way to take the throw away.
Here's a fake. Parsons in pursuit. Purdy steps, launch and going to the bayou. Get his
Oh!
Good play by Teron Bland and knock it away.
Sometimes rolling to the left is hard. He had Ayuk early. You'll see Ayuk. He gets behind Malik Hooker. What a great job there by Teron Bland, just staying with it. He just kept running. He timed his jump perfectly, and he almost came down with that ball. Purdy knows that ball needs to come out just a count earlier and just bring Ayuk more to the sideline and let him run under that ball.
Marcus Lawrence has come back on the field. There you see number 90, 3rd and 9. Quick snap. Purdy, pressure. Throws in.
Yeah.
Heavy pressure in his face that time. McCaffrey, the intended receiver. After the big play to Kittle, this Dallas defense making some plays. 4th and 9.
Yeah, you mentioned Marcus Lawrence came back in. They brought him on a little stunt from the inside around. Micah Parsons was lined up on the all-world left tackle Trent Williams and got a little pressure to flush Purdy to his left, and Marcus Lawrence forced him to get rid of that ball. Great coverage down the field. I mean, both these defenses have started fast. There's a lot of talk with both these offenses and the high scoring 30 a game, and these two defenses have showed up.
There's now speed to punt it away. Nice to lay one down inside the 10. Turpin going to let it go. Bounces inside the 5. It takes too high of a bounce into the end zone. It goes. And the Cowboys will start on their 20. Rest in peace, David Crosby, passing of a great artist.
Rejoice, rejoice, we have no choice.
Heavy-duty pulling power. To conquer the high road or the off-road.
I'm watching the Cowboys game right now.
The GMC Sierra Heavy Duty, premium and capable. Step up to GMC with 3.9% APR for 5 years on Sierra Heavy Duty models. We are professional grade GMC.
That sizzle, that's the soundtrack of Chipotle.
The soundtrack of Chipotle?
Oh, yeah. You come in, you're going to be hearing that sizzle. That's how you know we always have fresh food.
Fresh is what you stand for.
That's exactly.
What's up, Einstein?
My network has gone kaput.
Oh, you tried to save a buck on it?
I got what I paid for. Not so smart.
Nah, you're still a genius. But there is a smarter way to save.
Oh,
Switch to Verizon. For a limited time, get Welcome Unlimited for just $25 a line.
$25.
And it's guaranteed for 3 years.
Brilliant.
Well, you would know.
I'm switching.
I think the pic's probably faster.
Now is the best time to switch to Verizon for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network you want. Verizon.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you. Hundreds, even thousands, with Inflation Buster. That's more road trips, more spa days, more of what you love. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. That's more cash in your pocket. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Risk these big savings. Visit inflationbuster.com.
All right, bro. Pro Bowl games. Winning coach gets brother bragging rights for a year.
I like it because the big game this year is flag football, and the NFC is definitely better.
The AFC is better in dodgeball.
We're better at golf.
Balloon toss is all us.
We're taller.
And we have bigger brains.
We have better hair.
Mom loves the AFC more. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, she calls me every morning.
Mom, it's Eli.
Yeah. She don't want to talk to you. Yeah. No, he's wearing these tight pants. It's really weird.
Welcome back to the Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. A beautiful, crisp Sunday afternoon. These two heated rivals back at it. Mike McCarthy has the Cowboys back-to-back years in playoffs. He certainly had plenty of experience in the postseason. But now trying to take the next step. First and 10 for Dallas. Sean McEwen, the tight end.
It should be on y'all channel 32, 32.1 on regular TV. But if y'all got regular TV, I'm see y'all got the link.
So the Cowboys offense, when you look at them, I mean, they also have a lot of weapons. But when we were talking to D'Amico Ryan, the 49ers defensive coordinator, immediately out of his mouth was Tony Pollard.
Yeah, the two most explosive players on this offense, no question. Tony Pollard, they can use him, of course, in the run game, but he's also pretty valuable in the screen game. We see him here lined up in a three-man bench receiver. And then, of course, CeeDee Lamb. Those are the two guys this offense needs to run through.
Pollard gets it back. Looking to get to the edge. He's flipped that one around. Frank Warner again. It's great to get him going, but when you're playing the number one defense, not so easy.
And sometimes against this front, the best way to attack them is you got to try to find a way to attack from linebacker back. You try to get into a wrestling match with this defensive line and these linebackers with Frank Warner and Dre Greenlaw. You have to find a way to attack the secondary as long as you can pass protect.
Third long, looks coming. Prescott fires. Oh, it's intercepted. Far side of the field. Divisonal picked it off for the Niners in business.
I don't know who the fuck y'all think y'all playing that weak ass number you got on. You need to take that shit off.
You'll see Divisonal is matched up against Gallup on the outside. He, in essence, runs the route for Gallup. I'm not exactly sure what made Dak Prescott let go of this ball. I think that pressure by Eric Armstead in his face, I don't even think he saw Lenore. He pretty much just ran the route for Gallup and gets the early turnover.
Divisonal Lenore with an interception last week, and he starts off the divisional round with another one, and now San Francisco in great shape on the 21.
Yeah.
Couple big plays in a row for him, and the second sack for Dallas.
Yeah, really well defended. They're trying to get
who's winning?
Marcus Lawrence does a nice job.
It's no score, but
it's
no score, but the 49ers don't like the
Purdy doesn't have time to
25-yard line.
Look for all those
they got a pick.
Routes.
So.
Really nice job there by the veteran Marcus Lawrence.
This team gets to the quarterback. Third in the league in sacks, but they were tops in pressure.
There's one of those formations. Here's McCaffrey. Here's Debo. They can build this out of all formation groups.
They're going to get it to the captain of the pass, who tries to get a block, and not much there. Carlos Watkins, who's an interior defensive lineman, way out there to make the play. Kyle Shanahan, play sheet dwindles a little bit when you got 3rd and 15 down the line.
Yeah, right now, all he's saying to his young quarterback, if we drop you back to put this ball in the air, you can't take a sack. First read, progress, get rid of that ball. If he decides to attempt to pass.
4-man rush. Purdy has time. Sees it. And Brandon Ayuk has a first down for the 49ers.
This is about as good a route and as great a job working through his progression and throwing an absolute dart. He pushes a little double move and pull the string back, come right down your stem. Purdy knows exactly where that ball is going to be. You're talking about having confidence in your young quarterback. You're Kyle Shanahan. You got 3rd and a mile. You don't want to lose field position for a field goal attempt. He says, I don't care. You drop it back. You pick up 15 yards for a first down. That's impressive.
First and goal now. Pressure. Purdy in trouble. Sidearms into McCaffrey. And can't do it. As a couple Cowboys there. Armstrong was there to wrap him up. But how about Purdy going all Kent to Colby on you?
He brought this thing way down.
The runner's forward one with the stop. Check it out.
Kind of had no choice. Injured Cowboy right now, too. And it's Carlos Watkins. Just showed him making the play a couple plays ago on McCaffrey. And so they tend to Watkins. While they do that, we'll be right back after this message from State Farm.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I want that personal price plan. So how's this for personal? I draw mustaches on players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach Reed, you don't need to get that personal to get the State Farm personal price plan. It helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Oh, Coach, it happened again. I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Call it quick to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So they tend to Carlos, who's now up on his feet. Good to see. Hopefully he's okay. He's been playing really well back into the season. He's gotten himself into the starting lineup. And so he's become an important piece. And so that'll bring up 2nd down and goal. This time McCaffrey lined up as a wide receiver, bottom of your screen. Purdy, pump fake, quarterback draw, and that goes nowhere. Big old Jonathan Hankins read it well, and a short gain for Purdy, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that's a new wrinkle. We haven't seen a lot of design quarterback draws out of Purdy. They're trying to get a 4x1. You see, they're going to take a short motion. They're counting on these backers getting at it. You see Donovan Wilson, number 6. Between him and J-Ron Curse, it still gave them too many defenders in the box. They only want to have to block 5 guys. There was 6, and nowhere for Purdy to go.
It's literally free, if you guys can see.
3rd and goal. Pressure coming. Purdy in trouble. Now he spins back. Way back there. Fires back foot and just throws it away. Well, that looked like it was going to be ugly, but he found a way to throw it away, and that'll be field goal time for San Francisco.
I think off to his right, he's going to have a shot at McCaffrey. I think the pressure there by Odigizua, number 97, got him off. McCaffrey was there off to his right-hand side, and that's where 97 Odigizua's pressure came from. So he took his eyes to the left, and give credit to Dallas. They find themselves in a sudden change following the Divisonal Lenore interception, and to make San Francisco settle for 3 here, they'll take that as a win.
So here's Robbie Gould from 26 yards out. And the kick is up, and it is good. And so the 49ers on the board. Thanks to their defense getting a turnover, Divisonal Lenore. And Brock Purdy just couldn't find the end zone. 3-0.
Wow, Apple. This picture
Okay.
is so amazing.
There it
right?
is.
Yeah. It's amazing. Jennifer Lawrence. Selena Gomez documentary.
Right back.
Love that documentary. Best comedy on TV. I can do TV. Severance is weird. I could do weird. Blackbird. I guess I could do prison. What's going on, Jason?
What up, Timmy? I just wrapped my new Apple Series Chief of War.
You have a new Apple show?
At this point, who doesn't?
Yeah. Who doesn't at this point? Like you just said, Scorsese, DiCaprio, De Niro. Apple. Call me.
Yeah, I hired a body double to practice for me. So, sweet tax.
You don't have to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan just helps you create an affordable price.
Oh.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Do your own taxes online with H&R Block, and tax season feels just as good as all those other seasons, like football season.
Simple returns, file free.
That is just good taxes right there.
Upload last year's TurboTax return to switch to H&R Block.
In my world, numbers are everything. But my most important stat, my sleep quality. It is vital to my mental, emotional, and physical performance. The new Climate 360 Smart Bed actively cools, warms, and effortlessly responds to me. Smart sleepers get 28 minutes more restful sleep a night. And that means I'm at my best for me, my team, and you. And all I have to do is get game-changing sleep. Only from Sleep Number.
Tune in Sunday, January 29th for the NFC and AFC Championship games presented by Intuit TurboTax. Stream games live on your mobile phone with NFL Plus.
Want more stats? Just ask Siri, who leads the league in receiving touchdowns.
NFL fans still have a chance to take a vacation on Terry's dime simply by playing Fox Super 6. Just download the free Super 6 app on your phone now. Enter your 6 predictions for tomorrow's game for a chance at $50,000 and then opt in to the vacation giveaway sweepstakes. So, I mean, money and a vacation. How could you go wrong? Terry looking fine in that beach chair, by the way. He's ready for you to join him. So the 49ers get the interception for Diamador Lenore, but the Dallas D holds to just a field goal. And so it's 3-0 in the early going. 2:12 to go in this first quarter. Here is Turpin. Makes a good cut. Devontae Turpin just tripped up by Ward. Could have been a big return. Well, this is a nice postseason meeting between these two rivals, tied for most in history. And, of course, 3 straight epic championship game battles from 92 to 94. 49ers have won the last 2 playoff games, including the wild card round last year that had a wild finish. Cowboys racing down the field. Dak Prescott trying to spike it, couldn't get the play. And that was that. You see Charles Omenihu moments ago walking to the locker room. He had 2 sacks last week. We'll keep an eye on that. There's Prescott. First catch after the interception. It's Noah Brown who makes the catch. And so going back to the interception for Prescott and those interceptions, he led the league in interceptions, we know that, but he also, since they came back, they are a scoring machine. So it has been a fine line for him.
Yeah, when we talked to Mike McCarthy, his message was he doesn't want Dak to ever play conservative. And I think that's critical in this down. Let him continue to pass the ball. Let him continue to find his rhythm. He wants him to play patient, but not conservative.
Prescott gets it to C.D. Lamb, who tiptoes his way for what should be a Cowboys first down. And they get C.D. Lamb. His second catch, who had just a fantastic year. I mean, career highs for him, 107 catches, 1,359 yards. Second team All-Pro selection for Lamb. And think about all that was on his shoulders. Got rid of Amari Cooper. Said, you're the number 1 guy. He's lived up to that and then some. And they move him around. He's on the outside this time, lined up at the top of the screen. And we get a penalty flag.
Ball start. Offense number 73. 5-yard penalty.
That's 2 penalties on the rookie. He's been great all year, but 2 penalties in this first quarter.
When he's got 97 here, Nick Bosa outside of him, he's trying to get off that line as fast as he can. He's trying to get as much distance between him and the NFL sack leader, most likely defensive player of the year. That's for any rookie. Left tackle's hard enough, but to be as a rookie against Bosa, it's a tough day.
Jumbo formation. They run to Pollard, who has a little seam, and Pollard spinning his way up across the 40. Good run for Tony Pollard. Picks up 10. Kind of used Avion Collins as a little fullback there.
Yeah, they did. They love going that jumbo. They've had different guys over the years. You see Collins, he's right there kind of leading the way. See Pollard, he's able to run through that Drake Greenlaw for as explosive as he is, and you think of him as Kellen Moore there, the offensive coordinator. For as explosive as Tony Pollard is, he's excellent running through contact, yards after contact. He is a strong runner to go along with his home run threat.
Final seconds of the first quarter. Pollard on the draw, right up the gun, and there is not a whole lot. Going to get up to the 44. It'll be a third down and short. We come back to start the second quarter. So these defenses making their mark early in this one. 49ers turnover and a 3-0 lead.
You know when people are always looking at their phones? They're banking with Bank of America. See cousin Jimmy over there? His girlfriend just caught the bouquet, so he might need a little more help saving for that engagement ring. The groom's parents, who think they're looking at photos of their handsome boy, they're not. You just saw how much they spent on ballroom dance classes. Won't be needing those anymore.
Digital tools so impressive, you just can't stop banking. What would you like the power to do?
Did you know Google makes a phone? Sure, it's beautiful, but it does things other phones can't do, which is how it takes stunning photos in the dark and helps take annoying items out of pictures or unblurs faces. Introducing our newest Google Pixel phones.
I got a feeling. You know what there is.
It's your journey. Own every mile in an available H-Track all-wheel drive Hyundai SUV. Hurry in and get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on the Tucson and Santa Fe. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Something new is making waves right here in northern Chicagoland. But if you're in the know, you know it's the most exciting place to be. The Temporary by American Place. If nonstop action is what floats your boat, your ship has just come in. The Temporary by American Place.
The Boston food scene is on fire. There's spicy, dynamic, diverse food here. It's a surprise to visitors that come here. They expect clam chowder and lobster rolls. Yes, we have that, but there's so much more. It's almost unpredictable. Once you're here, you'll see things heat up in a hurry. It's like, where's Boston gonna go next? Boston never gets old. Yeah!
In this rivalry, of course, Dwight Clark, the iconic catch at Candlestick. And that rivalry renewed today. 3rd and 2, we start the second quarter. 3-0 San Francisco. Prescott on a fake. This time slings it over the middle. There's a first down to Brown, who's got another catch. Nice little play, and Prescott put it on the money. Brown's got 17 and a first down.
Yeah, he pulls it. It's a little RPO action, and he wants to throw it initially right off the bat to Brown. The window is not there. Nice job there by Brown to just keep working with his quarterback to find that second window, and give credit to Dak. Bought a little time, float to his right. Able to pick up that first down.
Little pitch. Pollard. That's something a little bit strong run inside the 35. And Pollard's going to pick up 5 for Drake Greenlaw, brought him down. It's been kind of a split reps with Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, really almost the whole year. Elliott's been kind of the short yardage, grinded out guy. Pollard, the big play guy. So far today, though, it's been clearly more Tony Pollard, although it comes out on that play. And Elliott back in there. Give it to him on second down. Nice up the middle, and Bosa takes him down. Elliott close to a first down. Looks like he has it.
You see, there's a clear plan here for Dallas. They want to take their shots. Of course, they still want to try to mine some explosive plays early. But for as good as this San Francisco defense is on 3rd and 7 yards or more, one of the best in the league, they are at the bottom of the league anytime it's 3rd and short, 3rd and medium. That's what they have here.
And he did not get it, obviously. It's the 3rd and a short yard. Oh, trouble in the exchange, and Elliott lunging forward. It looked like he had it there. Just judging on the first down line. Let's see where they mark him. That reach of the ball. And he does. First down, Dallas.
Yeah, this is all Zeke. Eric Armstead just backdoors Zach Martin, and he almost makes the tackle in the backfield. But just look at the effort. I mean, you mentioned they've been using Ezekiel Elliott, short yardage situations, goal line. He's got a nose for the end zone, and that right there to keep this drive alive. Critical early play in this game.
It was impressive. Lamb in motion. Blitz is coming. Prescott in trouble, gets rid of it. Elliott up immediately. My goodness, so what happened? It was a miracle to get a completion, but they ended up losing a yard.
Talanoa Hufanga, the Pro Bowl safety, 29. I mean, what a breakout player he's been. Watch him time this pressure. When your mentor is Palomalu, well, that's eerily similar. We've seen him make those plays for years, the Hall of Famer, and if you had to pick one breakout, one impact player that maybe they weren't expecting, Talanoa Hufanga has had a heck of a year.
10th play of the drive. Pressure on Prescott. Over the middle, CeeDee Lamb has a catch, and then he's swarm tackled at the 25. They'll bring a 3rd down and 7. Miko Ryans, this defensive coordinator for San Francisco, second year, has the #1 overall and the #1 scoring defense. He's being interviewed for head coaching jobs around the league. And here's where they excel, 3rd and long. Prescott over the middle, catch is made by Lamb and tackled just a little short of a first down. Now, interesting here.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike McCarthy has been thinking about this decision. I think they go hurry up here, keep your personnel on the field. I think early in this game, you want to be aggressive with your 4th down philosophy. And always remember, the kicker situation is whirling around Dallas right now. Plays a big part.
And so they go. 4th down, Lamb on a jet sweep. Had to make a man miss, and he does. And he's got first down. He got around Hufanga that time. And really, again, all on Lamb, and the drive continues.
We've been in like this quarterback sneak era where everyone just loads up those interior gaps. And we've seen now so many times teams now pack it in and try to hit the edges. Great play call here by Kellen Moore. You mentioned it. Hufanga had a chance to stop him. I still think it would have been pretty close. I think he would have had it, but great run there by CeeDee Lamb.
Prescott on the keeper. Has room to roll. Prescott racing for the end zone. He's taken down inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for Dallas.
No boy.
Last week against Tampa Bay, we saw Dak use his legs in the passing game to buy time, to take rush lanes when they were there. This time, this is a designed keep, little zone read with Dalton Schultz as the peel. He's the peel lead blocker, and he's just enough in the run game as a threat that teams have to honor him.
Prescott rolling, flowing, Schultz.
Yeah!
Now it's Brett Maher time, and normally an extra point, I think no big deal, but as Tom told you at the top of the broadcast, he missed 4 in a row last week. It's never happened. And it worked out this week. They brought in another kicker for competition. He did not have a great warm-up.
This might be the most anticipated second quarter extra point in history.
Is no good. It was blocked. Samson Ebicom, I think, got his hands on it. My goodness. And so another extra points does not go down. And there's the block, Ebicom. And now we'll look at M. Night Shyamalan's Knock at the Cabin at the theaters February 3rd.
Ready? I wanna put it on my
Your family just to prevent the apocalypse. You must choose to willingly sacrifice the 3 of you.
We scored a touchdown. Some of y'all can't do.
We're not choosing anyone. For every no you give us, hundreds of thousands of people are going to die. We're all on the same side. I'm on my family's side.
If you don't, my son is gonna die.
Why not? They can run for it to the car. Make a choice. I've chosen to put a bullet in your head. I saw something in the light. Why do we believe it?
This is really happening.
We're running out of time. All of us. Rated R. Check it out!
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Oral treatment for COVID-19. Could it be right for you? If you have a high risk factor, like being over 50, heart disease, diabetes, asthma, or smoking, and you test positive, don't wait. Ask your provider about oral treatment right away.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend. Haul or tow. Just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Because this isn't just about our capability. It's about yours. Are these 8 remaining celebrities beginning to crack?
He's on the edge. Let's see how much he is left.
Special Forces World's Toughest Test, all new Wednesday on Fox. Today's game is sponsored by Universal Pictures, Knock at the Cabin, only in theaters February 3rd.
This kick was blocked, but it wouldn't have been good, we don't think.
I think this ball's going to miss by 10 feet to the left. Watch, he's on the left hash. The angle of this kick down the middle of the upright is over like the right tackle. This ball was blocked in the left A-gap between the long snapper and the left offensive guard. The ball was low. Hey, listen, Dallas has a problem on hands. There's no way around it. I mean, coming off last week, it was a highly anticipated kick for a lot of reasons, and they have some decisions to make now going forward.
Well, see that later. For now, though, they're on the board and in the lead. How about the touchdown to Dalton Schultz?
We saw Dak do this last week against Tampa Bay, except instead of throwing it to Dalton Schultz, he just ran it in. Dalton Schultz is just going to block there in Jordan Willis, and then he's just going to time it in his head. And that's just timing, understanding when Dak's going to break contain. You get your head around. Wide open, that's as easy a dream tight end touchdown as you're going to have.
Big time drive, 14 plays, 74 yards, and Schultz had a huge week last week with 2 touchdowns, has 1 today, 6-3 game here in the second. Elijah Mitchell in the game at tailback for the first time. Gonna fake it to him. Purdy has time, can't find anyone. Purdy gonna take off and run with Wilson chasing, and there's not much there. Just couldn't find anyone. Well, this February, buckle up. One of NASCAR's most thrilling events returning to the LA Coliseum under the lights. We're pleased to announce that USC quarterback and Heisman Trophy winner Caleb Williams will be on hand at his home stadium as the honorary starter. There you go. NASCAR's Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum. It's February 5th. Only on Fox as Maher paces.
Yeah. Kittle, the reason you're by yourself there, Buck, is because your quarterback's all the way on the other sideline running for his life. But I appreciate it. You always think you're open.
Samuel looking for his seam. Not much, couple of yards. Dallas defensively playing well thus far. As Hankins there on the stop. Brought him over mid-season just for that reason, for helping that run defense. Dan Quinn and this Cowboys D, they're so fast to the ball. We talked to Kyle Shanahan. Remember, Shanahan was the offensive coordinator under Dan Quinn in Atlanta when they went to the Super Bowl. He said, yeah, the only thing is Dan changed everything, so it stinks for me. I used to know everything he does. Now he's a different defensive coordinator. Third and 7. Purdy, tap throws McCaffrey. He immediately now the spot. It is right there. Where are they going to spot this ball? First down, there you go. Right on the line. McCaffrey made a catch and a tough one, too.
Kyle Shanahan, he won this battle. This was a great play design. Christian McCaffrey started all the way here on the left side. You know who that is? That's Micah Parsons. Now watch, he motions in, acts like he's going to get set, and then he does this little shift where he's going to just shuffle. Parsons doesn't pop. They don't have enough defenders over there. That's a lot of movement for the defense to handle.
Well, good job on McCaffrey so far. Gets it right. Here's Mitchell, and he goes nowhere. Leighton Vander Esch on the stop. Just on McCaffrey, Greg. 7 touches, 16 yards. So the Cowboys really swarming, even though he picked up that first down.
Yeah, so far, this Dan Quinn game plan has worked. I just can't stress enough how hard it is. Forget once the ball is snapped. It's hard to stop Deebo Samuel and George Kittle and McCaffrey. That's a challenge in and of itself. Part of the challenge is from when the huddle breaks to finding these formations. Where's Juszczyk? Where's Deebo? And Banks and making all your defensive calls to just get set up.
Quick throw. Samuel breaks the tackle. Carson stays in there. Deebo Samuel makes some little moves there. And he's going to make it a third down and short.
And I think it's important to point out, Micah Parsons, we've seen him this year kind of make a transition to almost a full-time defensive lineman, defensive end. First couple drives, he was on the line of scrimmage playing that spot. This drive, he's been at middle linebacker. He's been off the ball. Dan Quinn told us his speed pursuing these fast backs and receiver, we're going to need him to play off the ball. And you see him again, probably adding to this pass rush.
3rd and 2. Purdy to throw. Fires near side. It's caught. Juwan Jennings. That's his first catch. And then there's a penalty at the end of it, too. Deron Bland was the guy on the coverage and maybe with the flag.
That's a whole call.
See Deron Bland here. He's out of bounds. He clears it. It's this.
Defense number 26. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
It's that little hip toss there at the end when he's clearly stopped. He's clearly out of bounds. There's no need for it. We've made the tackle. Just move on to the next play. There's no reason to give them an easy 15 yards because you're frustrated you gave up a first down catch.
Mitchell. Oh, Vander Esch flying through the hole in the tackle. There's a flag, too. Leighton Vander Esch. He missed the end of the season, the last 3 games, with a shoulder kind of neck issue. He had a great game last week.
Offense number 65. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
It's on Aaron Banks, so he'll move it back. But Dan Quinn told us from last year to this year, Leighton Vander Esch is their most improved player.
Yeah, we asked him, and the 2 guys involved in that last play, you see here, the hold on 65, he clearly grabs him. But the 2 guys he mentioned, Deron Bland, the rookie who was kind of starting there at nickel due to some injuries. Now he finds himself playing on the outside opposite Diggs. And then you mentioned, he said, as far as a veteran, the guy who's made the biggest improvement from last season to this year, there's no question, he said, it was Leighton Vander Esch.
First and 20 after the penalty. Purdy Fires to Kittle. Barr's on him and a nice tackle. Anthony Barr would not let George Kittle go.
You know, Dan Quinn, he's going to have a plan for all these skill players. In this case, he's taken away Deebo Samuel. Outside leverage defender, inside leverage safety. Brock Purdy has no choice but to check it down. Nice coverage there by Barr on the check down on George Kittle.
Interesting. Ever since Anthony Brown got hurt, their starting corner opposite Trayvon Diggs, every week he's tried a different combination. I feel like maybe he's found something here with Israel Mukuamu. Played last week in the slot. He's played a lot here today. Saw him on that coverage. And we got a whistle. Looks like the 49ers call a timeout, their first of this first half, and they'll talk it over with 4:36 to go. Cowboys with a 6-3 lead here in Santa Clara.
When I started my new kombucha business, I thought there would be a lot more kombucha and a lot less business. As a new small business owner, I've learned that trying to be the cool boss is a lot harder when you're actually the stressed boss.
I know everything about my new furniture business. Well, everything except the whole business part.
Not anymore. With QuickBooks, you can confidently manage your business. New business, no problem. Success starts with Intuit QuickBooks. Yeah. Proud sponsor of the NFL.
County Unstoppables wants to use my face for their Super Bowl ad, but I haven't agreed yet because I don't believe it keeps your clothes fresh for over 12 weeks. So he's going to sniff that until the Super Bowl. Can it, Super Bowl puppy? This is my thing.
It's over 12 weeks of freshness. You got to sniff it to believe it.
What if you were a trendy apparel company facing an avalanche of demand? To ensure more customers can buy more Sherpa-Line jackets, you call IBM to automate your IT infrastructure with AI. Now your systems monitor themselves. What used to take hours takes minutes. And you have an e-commerce platform designed to handle sudden spikes in overall demand, as in actual overalls. Let's create IT systems that roll up their own sleeves. IBM, let's create.
This is the icon of vacations. Icon of the seas, arriving 2024.
I remember when I got my first glimpse of the mountains, I had to take a breath. I was determined to be out there.
Open up or I'm going to break the door down.
Tomorrow, it's a case with a twist.
Oh my God.
Where is he? Where's the boy?
The team never saw coming.
Put down the gun. We know the truth. No!
All alert missing persons unit. Tomorrow at 9 on Fox.
Welcome back to the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Here in Santa Clara, defenses have reigned supreme thus far. 4:36 to go in the first half. 6-3 Dallas. And at home, the 49ers have been just outstanding. Look at that point differential. The only loss was to Kansas City earlier this year. 2nd and 19 here as Purdy. Last time, this time, fires in the middle of Samuel. In stride and down to the 30.
Great job here by Brock Purdy. He starts to the left and comes all the way through his progression. He ends with Deebo Samuel. The only reason he can do that. That's a great job up front. Saw left tackle big Trent Williams, giving him that protection off the left side. Anytime a quarterback is able to go to 2, 3 guys in his progression, in that case, check it down to Deebo. Offensive line does a great job against a really good pass rush of Dallas.
17 yards that time, so it brings it to a 3rd and 2. Empty set. Purdy steps away from pressure. Floats one incomplete. Pretty good coverage, too. Mukuamu was on Samuel there. That's the guy we were talking about, but pressure in Purdy's face once again.
I think Kyle Shanahan, he's got an interesting decision. I think he's going to run the field goal unit on. Give Robbie Gould a chance. Nice change up there. You mentioned Mukuamu, one of those positionless defensive players that Dan Quinn feels like matches up really well against San Francisco. That time, tough matchup. Chasing Deebo Samuel across the entire field, and that pass rush flushed Purdy enough to his left again to force the errant throw.
Here's Gold, 47 yards on this attempt, trying to tie this game up. Look at the wind move that thing, but it's perfect. Played it beautifully. Robbie Gold from 47 out. Knots this game up at 6 here. 3:43 to go, first half.
Every day, more dog people and more vets are deciding it's time for a fresh approach to pet food. They're quitting the kibble and kicking the cans and feeding their dogs dog food that's actually, well, food. Developed with vets, made from real meat and veggies, portioned for your dog, and delivered right to your door. It's smarter, healthier pet food.
Ever watch an unbelievable catch and think, that's impossible? AWS analyzes millions of data points with machine learning and AI from every ball, every player, at every angle. So when that catch gets hauled in, we're there to tell you it's not impossible. It's just incredible. If AWS can do that for the NFL's data, imagine what it can do for your business.
Order pizza. What? He's on my fantasy football team.
3 melty cheeses, 2 crunchy shells, a different way to game day.
This is Next Level Chef. You are all about to be pushed to your limits. It's go time.
This is for the real ones, the fans that live for this, the type that get there early and love explaining why 425 is effective against an RPO. This is the USFL, reborn from the OGs. The hits, the dimes, drive so long you have to stop for gas. This isn't some Hollywood knockoff. This is Dragons, USDA primetime football. Just ask these guys. You better recognize the real. Accept no substitutes.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Taco Bell's Mexican Pizza.
History of the Dallas Cowboys and quarterback greats. Roger Staubach, 2 Super Bowls on his ledger. Troy Aikman, 3 Super Bowl wins for him. And Dak Prescott trying to get there for the first time. And it will be the first time for Dallas since 1995. But it's got work to do here in the divisional round. 6-6 game. Robbie Gold, 2 field goals, including 1 from 47. And you see the wind is a factor. We were down the field. It was pretty windy earlier down there today, but Gold played it beautifully. Turpin's going to take it from the 1. That was a big hole. Turpin makes the cut across the 32 to 35. And Dallas pretty good field position here. 3.5 to go in this first half. Well, I think the way the 49ers have just run through everyone on offense the last month and a half since Brock Purdy started, this is new for them. It's been different because they really haven't had any resistance until today.
Yeah, San Francisco's greatest asset is their ability with their scheme and with their personnel and the speed that they have in their weapons to create a ton of space, right? There's usually a ton of space throughout the course of the field for Kyle Shanahan to move all these pieces around. Dallas's deep defense is equally fast. They're equally athletic. And so far, it's posing a challenge.
Prescott gets it. Elliott. No one there. Elliott in the run. Gets hit late. Waiting for the flag. There it is. Drake Greenlaw came in after Elliott stepped out of bounds. That's going to be 15 yards.
Yeah, now we've seen both teams kind of alternate the personal foul out of bounds. He's clearly stepped out.
Personal foul. Defense over 57. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Drake Greenlaw, he's had an incredible year. He kind of gets lost a little bit playing next to Fred Warner, the all-everything Mike linebacker, but it's just don't need those plays in a game where both defenses have really controlled the pace. To give a free 15 yards now, both teams have done it. Just put yourself in a bad spot.
Prescott, right side, has a nice seam and then gets upended down to the 38. Fred Warner came flying in to make the tackle. And you feel like watching this game, just like every yard is a chore today. These defenses are playing so well. Nico Ryans and the 49ers, number 1 all year long, but the Cowboys obviously 5 in scoring defense. Under 3 to go. And you wonder if you're Dallas, do you think, can you kick with Maher and the struggles if you had to? Pressure on Prescott. Power high and incomplete on the throw. I mean, obviously Dallas is looking for a touchdown, Greg, but it's got to be in their heads. Like, can they even attempt to kick right now?
Yeah, and I think the only advantage that it might have, right, trying to be positive here, if you're Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy, do you just treat this as I have 2 downs, right? Depending on how quick you can get this to 4th short, does it give you a chance to maybe make this 4-down territory? Because right now, the idea of kicking a long field goal, I'm not sure if there's anybody on that Dallas Cowboys sideline that feels good about that.
And Prescott calls timeout. Dallas will use their first as the play clock was winding down. Rihanna returns at the Apple Music Super Bowl 57 halftime show, February 12th on Fox. Look forward to that. What I don't look forward to is your singing. You were singing Rihanna in the car on the way back from dinner on Friday night, and I don't want to hear that again.
I already told you, you got to be prepared. If she's singing some of my jams here, you're going to have to be prepared at halftime to do a 3rd quarter, 2nd half hit there by yourself. I might be on the field.
So 3rd and 7, and we'll see if you're thinking about what you're talking about here, if they're treating this in 2-down territory. I mean, this is within Maher's range. He's got a huge leg. First 3rd down. Blitz coming. Prescott gets it off the power. Tries to get around Greenlaw, who tracks him down. Nice play from Drake Greenlaw. And now it's decision time. And they're going for it.
Yeah, I think so. I think all along they knew they had 2 plays. That little swing screen there to Pollard tells you all you need to know. There was also the conversation they try to make him jump. Not give San Francisco a short field here for a 2-minute drive. This is how aggressive does he want to be? And I'm not sure this ball's getting snapped. I think he's taking this down to the 2-minute. Give himself a chance to reassess what the plan is after he takes this down under 2 minutes.
Well, he's still got a decision to make, baby. So we'll see what they do. 2 minutes ago in this first half. Hard-fought game. Niners, Cowboys, all tied up.
It's okay. Breathe. We're going to get out of this.
You see the boy the laughing? Go ahead like you people scared. He started pointing down laughing. Yes, that's not.
Experience it in 3D February 17th. Get tickets now.
You're spending all your time on a quest for a new job, but you'd rather be on a quest for dragons. You need a way for jobs to venture to you.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Create a free Indeed account, and you no longer have to choose between job searching and socializing. Indeed has thousands of employers ready to search for you.
I can get used to this.
Me too.
Experience more with the $100 credit at hundreds of hotels from Chase Sapphire Resort. Chase, make more of what's yours.
New customers get our best deals on all smartphones. That's right, but what if I'm already a customer? Oh, no problem. Hey, Cam. Same deal. Yeah, it's kind of our thing.
What if I'm new to AT&T?
Cam, can...
Nice.
Hey, but what about for existing
Same
customers?
deal.
Is he okay?
At AT&T, we give everyone our best deals on every smartphone. Get up to $1,000 off on our most popular smartphones.
Intuit TurboTax presents a Not Taxes Moment of the Week. In the 49ers' big wild card win, receiver Deebo Samuel snared a pass from quarterback Brock Purdy and followed blocks by George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk on a 74-yard touchdown. A play made possible by thinking about football and not taxes. Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with an expert who'll do them for you so you can do more football.
Big decision, Mike McCarthy, with the struggles of Brett Maher. Missed 4 extra points last week. He had one blocked earlier, but we didn't think it was going to go in anyway. This is a field goal spot normally for him. He's got plenty of leg, but they're going to go. Blitz. Prescott in trouble. Gets away. Gonna run for the first down. He got out of there in time. Prescott keeps the drive going.
Yeah, anytime you bring pressure at straight man, you'll see Fred Warner, the Mike linebacker. He loops on an outside stunt. Everyone else is in straight man. Nobody in the middle of the field. Dak picks it up with his legs.
Over the middle, Pollard has it. Wrapped up by Ward inside the 20. As Pollard has it with 1:29 to go. And now Pollard is hurt. And it's going to make the Cowboys take a timeout.
You see Jimmy Ward, he kind of drops. It's very similar to what happened last night against Patrick Mahomes.
Injury timeout concern for
Tell
Pollard.
take your ass out of here. Motherfuckers ready to leave.
Hello. I saw you move in and I wanted to welcome you to the neighbourhood with some homemade biscuits.
Oh, that's so nice.
And a little tip, Geico could help you save on homeowners insurance.
Oh.
Cookies.
Biscuits.
Got a little nutmeg in there?
Oh, it's my mum's secret recipe.
You can tell me.
It's a secret.
Is it cinnamon?
It's my mum's secret recipe.
Call Geico and see how easy saving on homeowners and condo insurance can be.
I'll come back for the plate.
Sorry for interrupting your American sports game. Are you one of the millions surprised by Verizon and AT&T raising your rates last year? You have rights. I'm not entirely sure what they are because I'm not a lawyer, just a charming British actor. But I do know this. T-Mobile has price lock guarantee, and that means they won't raise the rates of your talk, text, and data ever. Join T-Mobile and experience price lock guarantee. A guarantee you won't look back. That's a guarantee. Am I saying guarantee too much?
Act now and get 4 new lines for $25 a line.
Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with an expert who will do them for you so you can do not taxes.
Anybody ever seen anything like this? You fall back first. We will catch you.
911 Lone Star premieres this Tuesday on Fox. When it comes to protecting the world's cuddliest creatures,
We just got a 911 on a bear in a hot tub.
you need animal control. Ready? Turn the jets on? Animal Control premieres February 16th on Fox.
Take 2 for NASCAR vets. Racing at the sea to the lead. The crash of the Coliseum, February 5th on Fox.
The key to winning flag football at the Pro Bowl games is the grip and rip. Grip it and rip it. Grip it and rip it. Too much rip. Oh, that's perfect. I wonder if they get paid in the game.
It's tough to see for Tony Pollard. As Greg said, it kind of looked like the Mahomes injury yesterday. He was diagnosed with a high ankle sprain as Jerry Jones looks on. Mike McCarthy knows it changes their whole offense. He's such a dynamic playmaker, and we'll get a report on him when we can. 2nd and 2, 1:24 to go in the half. Cowboys had to use a timeout there, so they've got 1 left in the half. The squad, it is picked off by Fred Warner. Warriors got it. Lamb chases him down in a second interception today for the 49ers. Tipped off Ward. Fred Warner cleaned it up, and San Francisco with 1:15 left in the half. Chance to take the lead.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Contestants ready? Go! Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 liberty.
There was a mother and a father who had a son. They didn't have much money, but they were happy. One day, they heard the head of their country was sending soldiers to their town. The young family decided to flee. They were scared, but Mary and Joseph were far away from the atrocities taking place in Bethlehem.
Do I still have that fire? Fox Wednesday. 8 celebrities have made it this far, but of these recruits,
Yeah, we are dead.
beginning to crack.
Ah, lose your toe.
He's on the edge.
We've got one more chance.
Let's see how much he has left without, dude.
Special Forces World's Toughest Test, all new Wednesday on Fox.
Anybody ever seen anything like this?
Now, what was your emergency?
911 Lone Star premieres this Tuesday on Fox. What were you thinking when you threatened that girl? I'm really worried.
I see that he needs help.
He's getting ready to do something bad. But what about the police? I'm gonna fix this, I promise. The series premiere of Accused tonight after the game on Fox.
Well, we said earlier, Kev, how important Jimmy Ward, the nickel cornerback, how important he's going to be because of the work in the slot by CeeDee Lamb. He's just playing nickel zone. It's cover 2, and his eyes are just on Dak Prescott. Dak never sees him. Dak actually throws the ball off of Jimmy Ward's chest, and it bounced into Fred Warner's hands. He's just reading his eyes, and he comes in and just poaches from his nickel corner spot, that outbreaking route by CeeDee Lamb, and talk about changing the complexity of this first half.
Yeah, tie game, 1:15 to go. 2 timeouts for the 49ers. Going to run it to Samuel. Good cut. Up the middle for Tebow. Is out across the 35. He's got 8 yards on the run.
You got to imagine Kyle Shanahan's going to try to capitalize this. He clearly has the advantage with kickers with Robbie Gould. Go down here and try to steal some points.
And run it again. This time McCaffrey. And there's just nowhere to go. They've done a great job on McCaffrey today. Chauncey Golston was there on that stop.
They're a little conservative here. They're not going to use the timeout. It's 3rd and short. Doesn't seem like they're in very much of a hurry here. I'd expect Kyle here with 2 timeouts. Get down there, give Robbie Gould a chance as time expires. He's going to finally take a timeout now.
Yeah, interesting. So they do pull a timeout now for wasting all that time. And while they talk it over, why don't we find out what's coming up at half with Kurt Menefee and the guys.
All right, thanks, Kevin. We're just 3 weeks away from the Super Bowl 57 on Fox. Coming up on the Verizon Halftime Show, the fellas will break down the first half of your game. Plus, we'll check in on the highlights of the Bengals beating the Buffalo Bills. And how will they get this thing in Arizona?
All right, Kurt, look forward to that. That is not a good sight for Cowboys fans. Tony Pollard being carted off. Saw that tackle. And that's just unfortunate. Such a great year for him. Meanwhile, Kyle Shanahan, you said it took a long time to take that time out. He lost about 28 seconds. So it's 3rd and 1 here with Purdy over the middle. Samuel makes the catch, first down, and now looks like they're going to go and try and get up and spike it. 24 seconds, or maybe not. They call their final timeout. Interesting how they've used this. I guess they don't want to give Dallas another opportunity, but they've been so aggressive with Purdy these last 6 starts. Here, a little bit of the opposite. Gives us a chance to tell you that on Thursday night before Super Bowl 57, NFL's brightest stars will be recognized for the best plays and moments from the 2022 season. Tune in NFL Honors Thursday, February 9th. It's at 9 Eastern on NBC and on NFL Network. So what do you make of this?
Yeah, you mentioned it. Then the usage of those 2 timeouts is pretty interesting because now it puts San Francisco in a position where they have no timeouts, 24 seconds. You can clearly, if you do get tackled in bounds, you have enough time to get up and clock it, but it really limits the amount of plays. They still have another 15, 20 yards to get a reasonable attempt here. So right now you're telling your offensive players, if you catch it, get as many yards as you can, declare yourself down, save every second you can, so you have time to race up and spike the ball.
4-man rush. Pressure coming from Parsons. Purdy gets rid of it, tipped, and it is incomplete. I think Parsons got his hand on that with 19 seconds left in the half.
Well, you want to see the old hump move? Watch this. Watch what Parsons does here to McGlinchey. Looks like Bruce Smith back in the day and just throws McGlinchey on his back with that right hand. Yeah. That is impressive. Then he finishes the play off by just getting enough of Purdy's arm. He's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Reggie White is looking down and proud of that one. That was his signature. Parsons not nearly as big as Reggie was. So good. Here's Purdy. 17 seconds. Pressure from Parsons again. Gets rid of it. Jennings in stride. And he's out of bounds in field goal range. Well, if you're Dallas, this is just back-breaking. To give him all this time. Look how far Juwan Jennings comes. He comes all the way from the right side of the field. If you just tackle him in bounds, the half expires. But Purdy has plenty of time. Jennings is able to get out of bounds, and got to imagine San Francisco is going to see if they can just pick up a couple more yards for Robbie Gould. It's 27 yards. No timeouts, remember. Got to be quick. Purdy, but on full sideline, and Jennings is the nearest receiver, but it's out of bounds with 7 seconds ago.
Yeah, right now, San Francisco is just playing a little game with the clock. They want to make sure that this field goal attempt is the last play of the half. If someone pops open, maybe you get lucky and you take a shot. But right now, Purdy's just holding the ball, throw the ball out of bounds, bring on Robbie Gould, and just ensure that that field goal is the final play before you go into the half.
Robbie Gould was good from 53 yards in warm-ups. This is a 51-yarder as it stands right now, but 7 seconds left. Got to go quick. Purdy's got to get rid of it here. 4 seconds left. Throws it out of bounds with 1 second.
Oh, man, that was young quarterback almost creeping in. Now, just so everyone knows at home, the clock does not stop until the ball hits the ground out of bounds. So not where it crosses the sideline. I don't know what made him come back to the wide side of the field. He started to the left. Just throw that thing in the bleachers to the left and be done with it. He panicked. Fortunate for him, there's still 1 second on the clock.
Yeah, they'll get a field goal try out of it, and the Cowboys will make Robbie Gould think about it. Why not? You see, he didn't even try the practice one. Well, that was a really weird last drive, but if Gould gets a field goal out of it, they'll take it. If you're Kyle Shanahan, no question. I don't know. So you see Robbie Gould going to go warm up. You know, it's interesting. They'll have a little discussion here. And like you said, Greg, you forget he started 6 games. He's still new to this.
Yeah, you see him kind of roll his eyes. Whatever Shanahan said to him, he just went, "Oh yeah, you're right. You're right." But listen, that's how you learn. You know, you can play in as many college games as you want. You got to remember, he's only had 6 starts in the NFL. I mean, he's a baby in regards to his experience. We forget that because of how well he's played, but so many of these situations that play out are the first time he's ever experienced it.
So here's Gold from 50 yards to end the half. Turpin is back deep to receive in case he should. Gold puts it up there. It is good. Robbie Gold, perfect as usual. And the 49ers go into the half with a 9-6 lead. And the first half stats after this kick, boy, Gold so clutch. Yep. Let's get a few more yards on that one, too. Now we take a look at those stats brought to you by Tubi. As we saw, the defenses playing a part in this one. The run game was tough sledding for each team. A couple big throws from Purdy, one on that drive, obviously, to Jennings. But the two interceptions for San Francisco, they have made a difference here, and they've got the 3-point lead. At the break from Santa Clara, I want to remind you to stay tuned. The Verizon Halftime Show with Kurt and the guys coming right up after this.
It's take two for NASCAR's best. In a race you have to see to believe. Flash of the Coliseum, February 5th, on Fox.
This is your reminder to thank the friend who gets McDonald's breakfast for the group while everyone else sleeps in.
Buy one, get one for $1, like a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles.
Hey, I'm here to say new FanDuel customers bet $5, get $150.
And I'm training Gronk for the $10 million kick of destiny.
Training montage. Can't you see? I'm doing this kick for all of us.
You got a leg, don't you? Choose it.
Kick harder. Come on,
FanDuel Kick of Destiny with $10 million on the line. Only from America's #1 sportsbook.
It starts as a kitchen built for right now and grows with you as life changes. Clearview Cabinetry is flexible by design, so you can go from doors to drawers for storage that works at every stage. And the style is so easy to update, you can do it in a snap. Meaning you don't have to remodel your space to make it work even better. Because it's not just a kitchen, it's the center of your universe. Clearview Cabinetry, available exclusively at Menards.
But what if we lived in a world without oil and natural gas? Life would be very different because oil and gas are part of just about everything you touch. For the stuff you wear, for the stuff in your hair, and so much more. Our world would be unrecognizable if the products we rely on just disappeared. Better luck next time.
When you catch that big wild trophy fish, you mount it. Sometimes on a wooden plaque, other times on a soft sesame bun. Twice for $7. Arby's, we have the meat. Dawn Hasbrook, Corey McMillan, Fox 32, Chicago.
Who you think got the momentum?
Welcome to the Verizon halftime. The network America relies on.
Well, key swing in the final 90 seconds of the first half. Dak Prescott goes the second interception he threw in the half, and it led to a field goal, and that's how the Niners have a 9-6 lead as we welcome you to the Verizon halftime report. Sean Payton with us, and Sean, we've seen good Dak and bad Dak in that first half.
Yeah, and look, prior to Tampa's game last week, everyone that watched him and their team beat the Buccaneers, there was a sense of, we're seeing him play well. But in this game, we see the early interception. Now, coming off of play action, I like when we move him off the running game, touchdown pass. But then here comes the second interception in the red area. It's costing their team points. 13 interceptions in the last 9 games. I don't like that in a low-scoring game. I don't like not having confidence in the kicker
at all,
and not having a little bit of confidence like you want in the quarterback. It's going to be important for him to flip the script. I don't know if it's going to happen with the kicker.
Yeah, and a lot of talk about San Francisco's defense, and justifiably so, but Dallas' defense has shown up, and they're not getting any help from the offense, certainly not the kicking game here, early pressure. And what they're doing is, it looks to me like they're trying to funnel Purdy out to his left. They know when he runs to his right. And here's an example of him being outside, but he brings him back to the right side. But when you're talking about a game, it's 9-6. Your kicking game is struggling. Your quarterback is really struggling. A lot of pressure on this Dallas defense.
Yeah, and you look at Maher, the kicker, he's got the yips in his mind. Now, this kick was blocked, but I promise you, he wasn't going to make it even if it hadn't been blocked. It was a low knuckler. And so this had to affect Mike McCarthy in his decisions. I'm sure he had extra 2-point plays coming into this game, but he could have taken the lead before the half with a kick. But he didn't trust his kicker, so he went back on 4th down. Mike McCarthy has got to rally the troops in that locker room right now. Just like you said, Sean, he's got one of his top running backs down. He's got a kicker that's got the yips, and Prescott's throwing interceptions. So he's got to give confidence to that bunch. They don't have confidence right now. There's doubt.
But it can't be mad. I mean, you're 9-6. You have 2 turnovers. You lost Tony Pollard. Going to be interesting to see how Malik Davis steps in for him. So if I'm Dallas Cowboy, I'm happy where we are right now on the road in this game.
You can't be that happy. You're down by 3, and you've got a kicker who's missed 6 of his last 7 extra points.
But could be happier. That means he'll redeem himself this game.
Okay, you got to have faith, right? Before we get to the second half of the game, we'll talk about the AFC title game, which is all set. The Verizon halftime is brought to you by Verizon, the network you deserve, the savings that last.
Special Forces World's Toughest Test, Wednesdays on Fox.
It's your journey. Own every mile in an available H-Track all-wheel drive Hyundai SUV. Hurry in and get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on the Tucson in Santa Fe. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Ain't nobody crying.